Sanmonani guys, welcome back to yet another episode of the recap of an episode of the Mummy Club. So Nozipho opens up to Mrs. Mops about the situation, the unfortunate, sad situation she finds herself in, which is that indoda yakhe, her husband, wants to take Isthembu. He wants to take, or not that he wants to, he is taking actually a second wife because he has confirmed that lobola proceedings have been on a roll and that's what it is. But in Nozipho opening up to Mrs. Mops, she basically says that she doesn't actually recognize her life. She wakes up and she thinks, whose life am I living? And I think maybe, I guess she never ever the thought of being in a polygamous marriage has never ever crossed her mind. And I must admit, guys, it's a difficult thing because some people will tell you like it's not that much of a big deal. But it is actually a big deal, guys. And I think for the first time, we are kind of seeing the reality of what abomamkhulu, of what like first wives go through when their husbands introduce them to the concept of polygamy, especially if you'd never ever crossed your mind. We're really seeing it's not an easy thing. And Nozipho actually opens up and she says that when you're in such a situation, it's very hard to not ask yourself the question of where did you go wrong, or like what have I not done, or like where did I drop the ball. And I think that was just so honest on her, because many people tell you polygamy is not about you, it's not about like it's not about what you're not fulfilling. Like people have different reasons of why they enter into polygamy, but as a woman, because we are so self-conscious, it's hard not to fall into that thought of indabingawe, like it's me, like the reason why he's going for another woman, there's clearly something I'm not doing that is not enough. But I am curious, guys, and I don't know if I'm the only one. I need to when they shoot these shows, they are shot in advance. So when we get to see something on our screens, isn't it like a year back stuff? But if you notice, like the time Nozipho on the show starts opening up about this whole thing of her husband taking a second wife, that is around the very same time the video was leaked of him making a whole commotion in Lean. Isn't that the time when the whole issue of him taking Isthembu was also like leaked to the public? So I'm thinking like how is it that it's like that much of a coincidence that indaba yakhe ukuthatha Isthembu like comes out around the very same time when Unozi is like opening up about the story of him taking a second wife? Do you get it? Or maybe it's me that doesn't get it. Please explain it in the comment section, guys, because I'm not getting it unless there was some sort of like plan to take this out around the time of the around the time when Nosy gets to open up about like what really is going on. But she also does say that she has never had a life outside of her husband. Her husband always revolved around her life, rather, always revolved around being someone else's wife. And that felt safe for her. And now she isn't okay because basically her whole world is shifting. Everything is changing. She says she's not okay and she has not agreed to the whole thing of Isthembu, and she says he's still continuing. So then that's my thing about people using cultural reasons and traditional reasons for the wrong reasons. Like according to culture, if you're gonna say with Isthembu is something that is in our culture as black people, doesn't Isthembu say that your first wife needs to agree to you taking a second wife? I don't, then correct me there, guys. So if the first wife is not agreeing to take a second wife, like why is he being so forceful around taking a second wife? Because he came out and he defended him, taking the second wife and him taking a second woman. He defended the woman, that people are bullying her and etc. So Unos is saying that she's not agreeing to it, but anyway, indoda yakhe is adamant that yena, he's gonna fulfill his promises to the second woman. And yeah, guys, it's quite sad, but it is what it is. And yeah, I'm grateful that Nosy opens up so that we see a little bit of like what these women go through, and so that sometimes when you see these women, the first wives, acting bitter and acting in certain ways, maybe like Nosy's situation will give us a bit of context of what these women truly go through in order for them to safeguard, or in order for them to protect their family name and honor the desires of their husbands. Anyway, guys, please do make sure that you like this video. Please do subscribe. It is absolutely for free of charge, and I'll see you on the next one.